Yo, what is up, Raidernation? It's your boy MARIOTA back at it again with another video, and today it's gonna be my first pre-game preview of the 2021 season, and I am hyped. As you guys already know, I'm gonna be previewing the Raiders versus Seahawks preseason week 1 matchup at Allegiant Stadium, and you guys know it's gonna go down tomorrow on Saturday. So I know a lot of you guys are excited, and I know I'm excited as well. So with that being said, if this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders and you guys want weekly Raider content, then look no further. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Road to 30K, baby. We are almost there. Oh man, I can't believe Raiders football is finally here, man.
We gonna stop the world, boys.
Let's not waste any more time and let's get started with your pre-game preview.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Now, before we get started with the pre-game preview, I got some quick news that you can use. Well, as excited as I am, as pumped up as I am for this first preseason game, it looks like my cousin is not going to be playing this week. According to John Gruden, Marcus Mariota missed Thursday's practice due to a sore leg, and he is listed as questionable for this Saturday's preseason game, which most likely means he's not going to be playing this week against the Seattle Sea Chickens. But it does mean we get to see more of the GOAT out there. Nathan Peterman will most likely be starting in this game. I don't know if Derek Carr is going to get any kind of PT, but if not, it looks like Nathan Peterman is going to be leading the herd. And Case Cookus, a quarterback that we picked up not too long ago, will be backing him up. But Gruden also went on to say that this injury shouldn't be too serious and we could be seeing Marcus Mariota back pretty soon. So most likely we could be seeing him debut in preseason week 2 and week 3. As you guys already know, we only have 3 preseason games due to the extended schedule in the regular season. So with that being said, I hope we do see Marcus out there, because this would be the perfect opportunity for him to go out and showcase his skills, because I don't know if he's gonna get any PT during the season. Now, this Saturday will be the first time we get to see our team go toe-to-toe against the Seattle Seahawks in Allegiant Stadium. But there's so much more to it. This is actually going to be the Raiders' first time playing live in front of the Raider Nation. All the anticipation and hype throughout the whole offseason finally is put to the test in this first preseason game of 2021. Now, it is unclear whether our starters will play or not, but with so many new faces on the offensive and defensive side, we should be able to get a good look at what they bring to the table. Though this is just a preseason game, I'm looking forward to see how good this team is, especially with the depth that we have at most positions. The Seahawks, even with or without their starters playing, will be a good test for our team. Some key players to look out for is running back Alex Collins, wide receiver K Johnson, and tight end Kobe Parkinson. At the end of the day, I just want to see our team go out there and show out on all phases of the game and hopefully give the fans something to cheer for and bring home that W. Now for my matchup of the game, I'm going to keep it quite simple. I'm going to have the Raiders offensive line versus the Seattle Seahawks defensive line. Now, we already know that our offensive line has been criticized all throughout the offseason, and a lot of people are knocking the Raiders because we traded away Trent Brown, Rodney Hudson, and heck, Gabe Jackson to the Seattle Seahawks. And with so many new faces on this offensive line, well, this new revamped offensive line under Tom Cable, I'm really excited to see how they would look out there. You know, I know that most of our starters might not be playing, but I do believe that our offensive line will at least be out there for the first quarter or at least the first couple of drives. So, you know, you already know our offensive line consists of Colton Miller, Richie Incognito, 2 players that played last year and started last year, so they're returning, as well as Denzel Good, but he wasn't really a starter. He just filled in at most of the games when most of these guys were injured. But new guys that are going to be starting on this offensive line, Andre James is the first name on the list. You think about how big it is to, you know, fill in for one of, if not the best center in the NFL. You know, Andre James, this is a guy that the Raiders really trusted in and believed in, because after they let go of Rodney Hudson, they gave this guy an extension. So hopefully Andre James can go out and show out for the team and tell the rest of the league that the Raiders did not make a mistake here. You never know. This could be the Darren Waller move that we made a couple of years ago when we let go of Jared Cook and everybody was wondering, what, we don't got no tight tight end, but little did we know, Gruden had Darren Waller in his back pocket. So hopefully Andre James can have that same contribution on our offensive line. And we move over to that right tackle position with our first overall pick in the with our first round pick, and Alex Leatherwood, a pick that has been scrutinized as well. You know, a lot of people were saying that this was a reach, as well as me. So Alex Leatherwood is a guy that I want to see out there and show that, you know, we made the right decision in getting him in the first round, and hopefully this completes our offensive line. Now, I know that the Seahawks defensive line isn't the scariest defensive line in the NFL, but they do got some key players on that D line that could give this offensive line a bit of a test. We start off with Carlos Dunlap, a guy that they brought back in from free agency. This is a guy that's a veteran in the NFL. No matter how old he is, he's been productive on the defensive line, so he would be a good test wherever he's at on the defensive line, whether he's going to be lining up against Alex Leatherwood or Colton Miller. Another guy on that defensive line that I'm watching out for is Benson Mayowa. You already know he's an ex-Raider, two-time Raider, and you know this guy is one of the most underrated edge rushers in the NFL. The last time he played for us, he signed a one-year deal with us and ended up having 6 sacks last year. I don't know how many sacks he had for the Seattle Seahawks, but he contributed really well. And another player that I guess is going under the radar on their defensive line is a guy by Kerry Hyder Jr. I don't know too much about him, but I've been seeing a lot of praise from a lot of Seahawk blogs and whatnot. A lot of people saying that a lot of people are overlooking this guy. So those are 3 names I could see on their defensive line that could get some PT and give this offensive line somewhat of a test. So I'm just hoping that this offensive line can hold up our quarterback, open up some holes for our running back, and just go out and dominate.
Knock on wood if you have that message, please. And we're here to help you.
Last but not least, I got 5 players to watch for the game. Now, I know I've been saying this over and over again in this video, but I am really excited to finally see our Raiders go out there and play an actual game, especially in front of the Raider Nation, man. It just gets me pumped up. But there's so many new faces, so many players getting a lot of praise from a lot of veterans and a lot of coaches that it's time to finally put up or shut up. Now, I do understand that our starters might not get any PT or barely any PT out there. So most of the players on this list are going to be players that are going to get a lot of burn in this first game. And these are guys, you know, second, third string players. I do got 1 or 2 starters in here. So with that being said, the first player to watch for in this game is none other than the GOAT, Nathan Peterman. Like I said before, Marcus Mariota is not going to be playing in this game, which kind of sucks because I felt like that was going to be the starter going into this game. But now that he's out with a sore leg, he's going to be out for at least this week. Derek Carr, on the other hand, I don't know if he's going to get any burn this week, especially because I feel like that's the guy that we're going to just wait. He already got a spot on this roster. Why does he have to go out there and do anything? If anything, Carr might just be out there for one drive. I hope so, because, you know, I'm just selfish like that. But Nathan Peterman is going to be taking over the reins. You know, Nathan Peterman has been with this team ever since John Gruden has been here. So, I mean, he's been in the system. Hopefully he's learned it and adapt to it, and hopefully he can go out there and show out. We've seen a little bit of glimpses from Nathan Peterman, but I just want to see him go out there and look calm and composed in the pocket, you know, run out for some big yardage. You know, this guy can run. He's a mobile quarterback. Don't get me wrong. That's why he's the GOAT. So I just want to see if he reads the defense right, go through his progression or whatnot. And I do want to see a couple of touchdowns on the board. So Nathan Peterman is the first player to watch in this game. Now, the second player is a guy that's been getting so much love. A 5th round pick on this team, a guy that I didn't know nothing about in the NFL draft. I didn't even expect anything from him, but the fact that he's been getting so much love in the offseason, especially in the slot. This is a guy that's going to be going toe-to-toe with Nevin Lawson, trying to fight for that starting position in the slot, is Nate Hobbs. This is a guy that's going to have a lot of burn in this game, and he's going to get a lot of good matchups. I mean, you look at the guys that the Seattle Seahawks have on their roster, whether it's Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf. I mean, I don't know if they're going to play, but they do have some solid weapons on the offensive side, and hopefully Nate Hobbs can show out, at least lock down whoever he's sticking. The only reason why I put him on here is because I actually want to see what the hype is all about, to be honest. Now, the third player to watch on this list is a guy that I don't know how much time he's going to have, or even if he's going to be out there for a couple of drives, is running back Kenyan Drake, our newly acquired running back Kenyan Drake. This is a 2-year, $11 million running back, and I know a lot of people have been again, I know this sounds like a broken record. It's another player that we signed that has been getting scrutinized throughout the whole media. Now, the only reason why I'm really putting Kenyan Drake on this list is because John Gruden and Mike Mayock said that this guy is going to play the Joker role. The role that we all wanted Lynn Bowden Jr. to play when we drafted him and we traded his ass away to Miami. They said when we signed Kenyan Drake that he's not a backup running back. This is a guy that's going to be all over the field, lining up in the slot, at wide receiver, running back. You know, he's going to be on the field at the same time as Josh Jacobs. And if they're right about that, I want to see it on the field. I just want to see him utilize Kenyan Drake to the best of his ability. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, throw the whole book out there and say, yo, Kenyan Drake, go out there and rush like 20 times. No, I just want to see what kind of formations they would run with Kenyan Drake and if he's going to get any carries and how explosive he looks out of the backfield, especially now with the really solid offensive line. Now, since I'm talking about running backs, the fourth player to watch is running back TREY RAGAS. Now, TREY RAGAS is a guy that we got undrafted, and he's been getting a lot of love. A lot of these guys that I'm putting on the list has been getting a lot of love in the offseason, and I just want to see if they actually show out in a game situation. So TREY RAGAS, I think, is going to get the most opportunity at running back against the Seahawks in this first preseason game. We already know Josh Jacobs, Kenyan Drake, they're going to get a little bit of their burn. I don't know if Josh Jacobs will, but Kenyan Drake will probably get some burn. Jalen Richard is out. So the next guy up on the list that has the opportunity to show out is TREY RAGAS. This is a guy that could take one to the house. This is a guy that could do so much out of the backfield. He could catch the ball. He could run the ball. So I just want to see how good he looks, how fluid he looks, how shifty he looks, especially running with the second and third team out there. RAGAS could very well be fighting for that third running back position. Now, he's not going to be the only running back getting some burn. We do have Bo Scarborough. Or Scarborough. I always fuck up his name, but you know what I mean. And BJ Emmons. So those are two other running backs that might get some burn as well as TREY RAGAS. But TREY RAGAS is a guy that, you know, I'm gonna keep my eye on. And last but not least, the fifth player to watch in this game is last year's third round pick, Tanner MUSE, safety turned linebacker. This guy has been getting a lot of love in the offseason. If you guys seen the official depth chart, this guy was starting over Nick Wachowski, and a lot of people were wondering, why the hell is Tanner MUSE starting over Nick Wachowski? Well, I don't know. Hopefully he could go out and show us. You know, John Gruden and the coaching staff has said that this guy has the speed and athleticism to go out there and play the linebacker position. And this is a guy that I was really excited to see last year. But you already know that he was out for the whole season, and now he's coming into his second season with the Raiders, and this is going to be the perfect situation, the perfect game for him to go out and show the Raidernation why John Gruden, Gus Bradley, and this defensive scheme, you know, is perfect for him. You think about it. Tanner MUSE is a safety turned linebacker, so hopefully he still got some of that coverage ability as a safety and shows it at the linebacker position. But Tanner MUSE, again, is the last guy that I'm really excited to go out and watch. All right, Raidernation, that is all I have for you guys today for this pre-game preview against the Seattle Seahawks. I'm excited for this game. Are you guys? Who are you guys looking forward to watch in this first preseason game? Again, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, then smash that like button. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel, then welcome. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Man, going into my 8th season, I'm excited. It's gonna be a big season. You know I'm gonna be coming out with that content. One more thing before I leave. If you guys are in Las Vegas this weekend and you're not gonna go to the game, you're just out, just chilling, trying to go to a watch party, go and check out my boy Raider Cody at Sahara. He's gonna have a live watch party from there, Black Sunday. My boys over there at Black Sunday, you know, the guys that be coming out with the dope tees, is gonna be out there selling some merchandise as well. So if you guys want to go find a place to watch and just chill, hang out with some Raider fans, then go hang out with my boy Raider Cody and just have a good time. With that being said, until the next video, this is your boy Samoan Raider, and your boy is yeah.